Alright, so in today's video we're going to open together the Fujifilm X-T5. I just received it, I'm really excited to open it together. And make sure you watch until the end of the video because I will also announce a giveaway that I'm doing right now to celebrate 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. And without further ado, let's unbox it together. Alright, so now that I move all the boxes out of the way, let's talk about the first impression about this camera. So first of all, well, beautiful camera, right? I really like the gray. The gray is actually, even if, well, as you can see here, my fingerprints that get into it, right? But still, the look of the gray is really beautiful, right? Here is the new sensor. 40 megapixel. In the hand, it feels really good, actually. This part right here seems a bit thicker than in the X-T4. The dials themselves, they also feel a bit, how to say, harder to turn in a way. So no memory card at the moment, but as you can see, this is the new memory card slot. I think it's much simpler and clearer than the one on the X-T4. The one on the X-T4, when it's dark, it gets hard to see those particular signs, right? So yeah, the design feels simpler. The buttons themselves, they feel like they come out way more than on the X-T4. The click is nice, joystick is pretty much the same. But yeah, those buttons right here, they feel a bit thicker. They feel like they come out much more. And one of the most important features of the X-T5 also, it's its screen, right? So here you have it. The three-way tilt screen. So if you want to take a picture like this, you can. Incline the screen like that, you can. If you want to look at it that way, you can. So if you want to take a picture like that. And the screen feels really solid, actually. It doesn't feel like, you know, it's dangling, moving around. It's like when the screen is in place, it stays really in place. So let's now compare the X-T4 and the X-T5. So as you can see, the X-T4 actually looks much larger than the X-T5 somehow. Look at this. Feels like the X-T5 has lost like about that much, right? Let's put them on top of each other. Yeah, it's quite substantial. But the X-T5 doesn't feel like it's too small in hand, right? Like when I grab it in my hand, actually, I kind of feel like, yeah, the grip is better actually. I enjoy the grip on the X-T4, but it's true that the grip on the X-T4 is less deep. It's not as deep as the one in the X-T5 and doesn't feel my hand as much. This is how I would hold my X-T4, right? Or just hold like that or like this. But on the X-T5, even if the camera is smaller, it actually feels more secure right here. Now, when it comes to the buttons right here, right? As I told you, I really feel like the buttons on the X-T4 do not come as much. See right here, the AF phone, right? It doesn't feel the same as the one on the X-T5. The one on the X-T5 is definitely coming out way more and it's easier to click on. So that's great actually if you use, like me, this button for back button focus. It makes it that much easier to find and click. Yeah, and as I told you earlier, right here, the slot signs are basically much easier to find and to see on the X-T5 than they are on the X-T4. And this is really good when you have to shoot with not much light around, right? You can directly see which slot is which and see if there is a memory card in it easier, in my opinion. One of the other thing that I noticed right off the bat is the placement of basically this shutter button in comparison to this particular button. I use this button basically to enable or disable the eye autofocus. On the X-T4, the way my hand is positioned is like this. I have the shutter and I have to go all the way here to do that. On the X-T5 right now, it's much closer, so I go here and this, right? So it's a bit less distance, and maybe that's also because the camera is just smaller, but there is a bit less of distance right here. And yeah, just for the grip, I think it's actually more comfortable that way. When it comes to the bottom of the camera, well, not much has changed, I would say, except that this particular mount right here is a bit closer, it seems, on the X-T5 to the battery grip. So if you have a mount that cannot move right here and you can position it so that it's away from the battery grip, that might be a problem that you could have on the X-T5 compared to the X-T4. The menu itself is really familiar, right? You have the image size here, the autofocus. So the autofocus, I will have to get more into it because I really want to try those different focus mode. There's so much to explore here, and I'm definitely gonna produce more videos about the menu, about what to set, and some settings that you might want to adjust for your X-T5. Now, if we look at the doors here for the peripheral on the X-T4, it's a different type. Here you don't have a solid attach, but something that's a bit dangling, right? On the X-T5 you have something different, which is right here. The doors that you have are much more solid, and yeah, it might be a plus or minus if you want to use that camera for videos, for example. You might have to remove the doors altogether, but it definitely feels more solid. Now, if we compare the dials, so maybe it's because my X-T4 is a bit, you know, older also, but the dials feels a bit harder to turn also. The sound is also different. Yeah, I would say that the sound goes for the X-T4 though. It also seems that those top buttons to lock the dials, they seem to go deeper on the X-T5 than the X-T4. If you click right here, yeah, it's just really tiny, but when you touch it, you kind of feel it. They go deeper within the dial. It seems like for this button right here, they also removed that finish that was making sure that any lens would not go there. Now let's look at both of those cameras with the lens on, right? On the X-T5, I'm going to mount the 33mm f1.4. And on the X-T4, I'm going to mount the 18mm. Now those lenses are not exactly the same size, but they are quite comparable. The X-T5 definitely feels solid in hand, and I feel like, yeah, I can carry it for a long time. I love this combo. Okay, so that's it for the unboxing today and the first impression of the Fujifilm X-T5. Let me know in the comment if you have any questions about this camera. And as I told you in the beginning of the video, I'm doing a little giveaway to celebrate 3,000 subscribers on YouTube right now. So if you want to win one of those lenses, the TT Artisan 17mm f1.4 or the 7 Artisan 12mm f2.8, then make sure that you subscribe to the channel and click the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going outside right now to shoot a little bit with the Fujifilm X-T5. I had to wait until today, the 25th of November, for it to be released in Japan. I don't know why it was released later in Japan, but yeah, I finally got my hands on it, and I'm so happy, so excited to share it with you guys. See you in the next video. I'm too far to do that, can't reach it. Anyway, see you in the next one.